This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're once again in Florida. I'm here with Mindful Cuisine. Since 2020, this personal chef is helping you create your own memories and enjoy the moment. I'm joined by Chef Kevin Robinson. Thanks so much for joining us here today, Kevin.
Pleasure to be here, Gary.
You bet. I mean, you basically began this company in 2020, but you have been a professional chef since really back in the late 1990s. You began your education at the University of Hartford. You have served in restaurants, clubs, even private homes. The passion began back in your grandfather's kitchen. I mean, this is where memories of that environment really still shape your work today. Share with us a little bit how this passion for food began with you.
Well, you speak of my grandfather, and that's really where I grew up. I spent a lot of time with my grandfather. He made the Sunday gravy, traditional Italian household. We had a garden out back. We picked our vegetables. We went inside and cooked, and my grandmother on my other side was the same way, only she was Polish. So, I mean, we ground our own horseradish and made pierogies and golumkis and cookies and kruszczyki and so my earliest memories as a young man are at the side of my grandmother and grandfather preparing food for the family.
That is interesting. I mean, food, it provides energy for us. It sustains us. Yet, food can be so much more. I mean, do you think everyone has a different interpretation of food? And do you enjoy sharing yours?
I do believe everybody has a different interpretation and perspective of it. As of recently, my perspective has changed. I mean, I still have the same passion for cooking and providing a great meal, but I realized that food at 53 years old, food actually is medicinal, and how you feed your body and how you feed your machine it makes a big difference in every aspect of your life. And I try and give that to certain clients who require it. Right now, I'm working with a client who unfortunately was struck by a car. And I'm working with him and his doctor, preparing breakfast, lunch, and dinner with him 7 days a week until we can get him back on his feet. So yes, perspectives change, and food is more than just conversation piece around a dining room table.
I believe our perspectives changed. When I was younger, I didn't even need to eat. I was so in a rush. Now I love a meal. It's a favorite part of the day for me. I mean, I got a few questions for you today, but let's start with an age-old question. What's for dinner? I mean, in our fast-paced world, is it a question that many find they just don't have time for?
Yes, the dining room table has gone by the wayside for the lion's share, and I'm trying to do my best to bring that back. In my own home, whenever me and my partner are together, we sit down at a dining room table, we have dinner, we make time for it. We share conversation, we share insights, we share what's going on in our lives, and we enjoy our food. And what's for dinner is whatever she wants. If she can say it, I can make it, that's the line.
I would love to see that come back as well. I mean, when most people think of a personal chef, we think of really lifestyles of the rich and famous. Yet, can meal prep really kind of make it affordable for more households out there?
Well, meal prep, actually, I've shied away from that as of late. And I do think that the stigma for a personal chef is that you have to have a lot of money. But I got to tell you, Gary, as of recently, I'm doing a lot of bachelorette parties. And I mean, I am in Florida, so a lot of people are coming down for vacation. They want to have one special meal that doesn't involve a restaurant, that's around the table, that's just a family, and they call me in. We custom design a menu for every client. So I give them exactly what they want. We serve them, we clean up afterwards, we take care of the grocery shop, and when we leave, it's done, and hopefully all we've left them is a memory. It's not as expensive as you might think, and people are really starting to gravitate to it, especially with the staffing issues in the restaurant business.
Interesting. I mean, obviously the consumers out there, they're looking for great taste, but is healthy food a factor as well now? Are you seeing more of that as you continue?
I would say it's a 50-50 split. More than I used to, but not as much as I think ultimately we're gonna go. When people do call a personal chef, they're not looking to save calories. They're looking to indulge and to have a special meal. But their choices are getting away from meats and heavy fatty. I hesitate to use the word. and more towards seafood and lighter fare. And again, especially in Florida where it's 90 every day, you know.
Yeah,
Seafood.
exactly. I think people out there looking for a personal chef, like you say, I want to indulge. I want to enjoy my food. We've definitely got people out there that not only are eating healthy, but they're maybe vegetarians or vegans. Can your menus please a picky eater if that's something they need?
I have a party this weekend. 8 people are having filet, 3 people are having vegan meals. So yes, we accommodate both ends of the spectrum.
Great. Talk a little bit about the menus. Those of you who basically, can you share with us a little bit about what a menu consists of? Is this something you take care of on the front end when you sit down with the client and discuss with them, and then you get busy and go to work?
Right. I like to start with a phone conversation to just meet with them if in-person conversation. Like a lot of people call from out of state, they're going to come visit. So we have a little back and forth. I get some ideas on what they like. And we design a menu. I like to think of it as a start to a conversation. So I'll jot down some ideas that I think they might enjoy. I'll send them out to them. They'll come back to me. I like this. I don't like that. Can we change this? And we go back and forth like that until they get exactly what they want.
Let me ask you this. When it comes to the events that you're able to take care of, is there a certain amount of attendees that you're able to handle? Is this something you do, or do you actually put a team together as well? And what are some of those events you're able to handle?
Well, I have a staff. I have a staff that I rely on, depending on the size of the event. If it's a multi-course dinner, a 4-course dinner, I'll limit it to 30 people. Because we deal in people's homes, so their kitchen really limits the scope of what we can do. Now, we've done cocktail and hors d'oeuvre parties for up to 60 in a home where they've had a well-equipped kitchen and the space outside to accommodate a carving station and a bartender and things of that nature. But as far as an actual multi-course dinner, I limit it at 30.
I mean, I see things on your menu like crab cakes, shrimp cocktail, blackened salmon. I mean, it gets me hungry just reading all this stuff. I also see a good variety when it comes to American, Italian, Mediterranean, even Southern Florida style. Is it important for you, and does it keep it fun to really provide quite a variety like that?
It does. It keeps it interesting for me because it keeps me on my toes, and I have to keep learning and I have to keep up with trends. And cooking isn't just what I do. I mean, I do it for clients, I do it for myself, and I enjoy learning new flavors and incorporating them into my own style. If people want something that I'm not confident in delivering, I'm straight up front with them. I don't try and be something I'm not. What I do very well, and what I don't, I'm forward. I'm like, if you want sushi, there's better people than me to do it. But if you want a great modern twist on either classics or my own style, then I'm the guy you should come see.
That is interesting. Obviously tapping into what you grew up with. I mean, obviously some Italian food, fresh. When it comes to going out and getting some of these ingredients, is fresh really the bottom line of what you're looking for? And is that what keeps the quality up?
It is. Being able to source quality products, if you can only do so much. So you have to have a list of purveyors that can really help you out. A lot of what I do, you're not going to find in a grocery store. I have independent farmers, I have fishmongers, I have farmers, and we work together to satisfy our clients' needs. But yes, I'm a firm believer in quality product is where it starts.
You're located in Florida. When it comes to the catering there for folks and going out and do these private parties and whatnot, what are the areas that you're able to serve? What are those areas?
I'll do a 100-mile radius just about. So I've done parties in Fernandina Beach. I've done parties in Palm Harbor. I've done parties in Tampa, Clearwater. Like if it's 2 hours, if it's for within an hour and 45 minutes of Ocala and the villages, then I'll do it. We've gone farther. People have been willing to pay a travel fee for us to do that because they really wanted what we had to offer, and we were more than happy to accommodate them.
When you have a team who does the grocery shopping, prepares the meal, serves the meal, then cleans up the kitchen. I mean, you can really truly enjoy the moment. I mean, I can't imagine anyone not enjoying being a star in their own home. Is that something you really enjoy at the end of the day, just putting smiles on faces?
It's really what it's all about. Like, I take it for granted that everybody who does what I do is going to serve great food. And that's not always the case. But I really want to help them provide a memory. Like, I want to make it special. To bring a stranger, most times into your home, and a lot of the clients that I take haven't had a personal chef before, and they're upfront about it. Hey, we've never done this before. What can you tell us about it? And I'm straightforward. I'm like, look, I realize it's a big deal, and I treat it as such. It doesn't matter if I do 5 of these a week or not. It's special to you, so it's special for me. And to see the satisfaction and the gratitude on the client's face during and after a party, it's a special kind of feeling. It's something you don't get in a restaurant environment or a country club environment. You're talking to somebody like me and you were talking. I mean, we're face to face. A lot of times it's an open kitchen. They're watching. It's interactive. It's back and forth. What are you doing there? And how do you do this? And where did you get that? And we love that kind of back and forth. And other people are in a formal dining room and they want to be served, and it's a special occasion and all that. So we read the room, we take stock in what is there and the kind of party that they want to have, whether they're having a great time or it's more of a serious business meeting, and we act appropriately.
Sounds like a fun occupation, being out there with people, seeing smiles on their faces. I mean, an injury forced you out of the kitchen recently. Were you anxious to get back? I mean, were you surprised how much you actually missed it? And does this continue to be rewarding for you?
Yes, I did miss it. I mean, I was out for 3 months. It was crushing, not just from a business perspective, but to have to call those very same people that I promised a memory and say, look, I'm in a hospital right now, I can't help you out, was personally devastating for me. So yes, it is great to be back. I still feel as good as I ever did, if not better. And we're booking solid. We're getting repeat customers, and we're just out there trying to help people build a memory.
That is excellent. I know a lot of folks are happy that you're back. I see your Facebook page lighting up and people are happy to see you back in action. And we're definitely glad to reintroduce you out there to the public. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is his website. First of all, on the website, you're going to see a sample of menus that he's put together for you, but you're not limited by the menus. Really, you want to make a phone call to him and set up a consultation and find out what it is you want. Check out the Facebook page, and you're going to see what his latest creation is, possibly what job he's working on. I guarantee you're probably going to get hungry just as you peruse through the images there. If you have an event coming up, fill out the form right there online and set up a phone consultation, and he will get to work preparing a menu specifically for you. I mean, this really is a passion that began years ago in his grandfather's kitchen. That is Mindful Cuisine, since 2020, located in Florida. Let Chef Kevin, with his catering, help you create your own memories and enjoy the moment. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.